All right, we're going to do a second part here with Epic Times and Tom Pitt. Frankly, our judicial system is so corrupt and has been fighting Judicial Watch for so long, I'm amazed they keep at it. They're one of the only few individuals that do, groups that do.
We were opposed. This is just 2 weeks ago.
Now let's back up here. They had made some leeway and they're still being opposed.
She continued to do whatever she wanted to do. So
Now Hillary has continued to do what she wants to do, and so have legal aides and other individuals in the higher echelons of our government. They're supported by the deep state and their criminal legalities and criminal abuses, which are just mind-blowing.
the court wanted a status update, and we came back and said, this is what we found. We've raised more, we've found more information that's raised additional questions, and the court agreed with us and granted us new witnesses. I think there are about 8 or 9 witnesses. And Mrs. Clinton and her top aide, Cheryl Mills, we were also requesting to question in person under oath, and he gave them 30 days to respond and to oppose, presumably, what we're trying to do. So that was a great victory. So it's significant new discovery into trying to figure out who knew what and when about the cover-up. But what was really outrageous is we were opposed.
Now the cover-up of the Benghazi wickedness.
This is just 2 weeks ago in federal court by the Justice Department and State Department. We said that we should get no additional discovery, was defending the State Department's handling of that FOIA cover-up, that Clinton email cover-up, and obviously didn't want Hillary Clinton or Cheryl Mills to answer any more questions.
Excuse me, the Clinton email cover-up, not the Benghazi. But it doesn't really make a difference whether it's Benghazi or the Clinton email cover-up. The opposition to get to the truth is phenomenal, and the higher echelons of the judicial system in America are very corrupt in most areas.
Questions. Incredible.
Oh, that's remarkable when you put it that way. Why, there's a lot of people out there that I've been kind of, tracking to sort of public opinion around this issue. And there's a lot of people who are basically saying, enough already. Why do you keep bringing up these Clinton emails and so forth? But why is this so important to you?
Well, the court wants answers, so that's why it's important. There was corruption of the courts, it looks like. And we have a right to this.
Not just looks like. There is corruption in the higher levels, and even some lower levels of the judicial system. The American judicial system is very corrupt in higher levels in many areas.
The documents under the law and what Mrs. Clinton was doing, and she knew. Look, we've had a long history of Mrs. Clinton. She knows what Judicial Watch does. She knows her emails would have been subject to disclosure under FOIA, and she tried to hide them. We want to know what she was trying to hide. We have a right to the documents under law, and it's more important than ever that we do this work, especially since the Justice Department not only has conducted and the FBI sham investigations that protected her from the potential criminal cross,
quote-unquote sham investigations, quote-unquote, by Tom Fitton. Sham investigations.
Consequences of her crimes, but are actually still defending her. What's outrageous is that many of these issues could have been solved and we could have had answers years ago. But we've been fought every step of the way, either by the cover-up of Mrs. Clinton most directly or the Justice Department, and fighting us every step of the way.
So there you are. The Justice Department has been fighting Judicial Watch every step of the way. And we know this. We know it's corrupt.
And it hasn't changed with the new administration. The deep state is still running things over at the Justice Department.
Quote unquote, the deep state is still running things over at the Justice Department.
I think Attorney General Barr is a good guy. I admire what he has to say about Russiagate and Spygate and such. But these lawyers are being allowed to run amok and do whatever they want in terms of obstructing our efforts to get the truth, as both the courts want and the law requires.
Tom, tell me a little bit about this new lawsuit that you're pursuing in Santa Clara versus their sanctuary policy. That's kind of a new thing that you guys are.
Look,
Now, this sanctuary policy to let these criminals in and to welcome them in and harbor them, these are foreign criminals. This is a very sick and destructive policy for our freedoms and for our counties and for our states. And the states are going to get caught holding the bag on all this crap. But the problem is that no one talks about it. And you can bet there's federal money behind this. That's what's so damn sick about this.
Santa Clara County, San Jose, California, has a sanctuary policy that allows illegal alien criminals to be released onto the streets. It led to an infamous murder recently. They pretended to amend their sanctuary policy by saying the feds need a judicial arrest warrant before they'll keep any criminal aliens in detention for the feds. And all the feds are asking for when the ICE asks a locality to hold someone is, hold this person or give us a heads up for a day or two so we can figure out whether we want to take them into our custody and deport them or not. And they're letting these folks out. So that you've got this carnage on the streets as a result of these sanctuary policies, and specifically in Santa Clara. So we have a taxpayer lawsuit. Taxpayers can sue in California to stop the expenditure of tax dollars on illegal activity. So we allege these sanctuary policies are illegal, contravention of federal law and other specifications in the case. You can see that online at our website at judicialwatch.org. So we're battling it directly. We already have a similar lawsuit against the San Francisco Sheriff's Department, trying to stop that sanctuary policy. And that goes to trial or is scheduled for trial in early part of next year. So we've been looking at this issue for a long time. We've been pressing back on these sanctuary policies because these sanctuary policies, you can have a wall, but it won't work as well as it otherwise would if every major city and every major county has essentially a welcome sign for criminal illegal aliens.
I'm going to end it there. That's a closing statement by Tom Fitton. Wall won't do you any good when you're crumbling down from the inside out. These sanctuary cities and laws need to be amended. Will they fully be amended? I doubt it. There are many, many tough times ahead in this nation, and one of the tough areas is sanctuary cities. And that is just crap to the hill. Aliens should not have this dual judicial system protecting them over American citizens. Again, proof positive that our judicial system is very corrupt in many areas. This is just one. In Jesus Christ's name, amen.